Boy, here we go. Here we go. Yes, sir. We got everything up and going. Yo, yo, yo. We got BMF live stream. What's going on, y'all? This is a spoilers. This is spoilers for episode 7. So if you haven't seen it, hey, I advise you to back out unless you want to hear us, because we just gonna be talking. Next week we'll have the actual breakdown of the episode. We just gonna, talk about what we seen, and it's not gonna be a long stream tonight. I hope y'all liked that episode, though. It was a very, very good one. Like I say, this is spoilers. So if you don't want to hear anything about what actually happened and you want to wait till next Sunday, I'd leave. But if you have seen the episode and you want to talk about it, that's what we're going to do. It's not going to be a long stream. We might get an hour in, if it goes longer than it does. But we're just going to talk about what we got. I'm going to give it about 5 minutes so some more people can get in here. Because I still got to give me something to eat. Been working all day.
It's time to choose, T. It's either me or it's Meech, but you can't do both.
Yes, sir. Yeah. What y'all think about the episode, though, for those that did see it? Is it not everything I've been calling since episode 4? I've been predicting this, and everything is playing out right in front of us. You go back on, you can watch the old videos. You'll hear me tell you exactly. Well, I won't say exactly, but almost exactly everything that's happening. And if you're just joining in, hit that like button for me, please, so we can get this, the algorithm. I really don't know how it works. I just hear people say it. So, yeah, hit that like button. We get the algorithm up. And, we can get people in here. We can get the little talking and discussion together. But I know y'all not trying to hear that. We're going to talk about power. I mean, not power. Whoa. Power in 2 weeks, though. Yeah, 2 weeks, 21st, power come back out. But we talk about BMF. 21st, yeah. 21st is when power comes out. But let's go ahead and get started. And we all wanted to know what was going on. Now, I was wondering, what's up, Nicole? I was wondering how White Boy Rick was going to play into this. Now, I don't know if they're going to actually show him moving anything later on, maybe in the finale or not, but we did get introduced to White Boy Rick. Now, if you don't know about White Boy Rick, he was a young kid out in Detroit, he was moving things. He didn't really get this way on his own. The feds were actually helping him, and all of this is because his dad used to make illegal silencers for guns. So he would take these silencers and go out to sell it to, gang members, drug dealers around the city. And the cops, they were on his dad because his dad had been locked up a few times for it. I might do a breakdown of who is White Boy Rick, even though he may not be that vital to the show, but they're just showing at this point where Meech was coming up, White Boy Rick was already on it. So White Boy Rick was moving stuff. He go meet with the feds. They give him that work. He ended up getting locked up. He was supposed to do 30 years. He got out. He got out this year, actually. He was supposed to do like 30 years for his drug trafficking. He agreed to work with the feds, but they never put it in writing. So when he went to court, it was admissible, and he ended up getting locked up for it. So the police actually screwed him over. He was in the streets giving people that work, but you know how the law is. The law don't play fair. But we do get introduced to him here, and this is where we see Tiny talking to Meech, and Meech is telling him, man, I'm gonna give you that work for the low. Cause we know that these two, they've been, they've been working together trying to make things happen. And the thing that Meech is telling them to do to be able to get that work is to take out Lamar. But we know how that ended up. It was not successful. Oh, Nicole, you said you watched this movie? What you think about it? White Boy Rick is a good movie, though. And it gives you a little bit of background on him. Like I said, I don't know if he's going to actually be in the show. What's up, Kendall? If he's going to be in the show any more than this. And let's look at this. They got Eminem. He about almost 45, 50 years old. They got him with this damn wig on. I don't know if this is real CGI or not, but it did make him look younger. It's probably just got rid of the beard. Man, look at they played us with that. I thought they were hyping everything up. White Boy Rick is gonna be in there. M is gonna be in there. We think he about to have a huge role or something. Nah, he ain't had that big of a role. Let me see what else. Now, since we talking about the connection between Tiny and Meech and what he was supposed to do, this was supposed to happen. They had that Teddy Pendergrass playing. I was like, oh, wee. Y'all know Lamar and his feelings, and y'all already know how he acts, especially when it comes to Mo and Zoe. He in here looking at old pictures, eating cereal. I didn't notice this missing person on this milk carton back when I was watching the show, but I was like, yeah, dang, okay. And then he's eating some marshmallows. Was it a fake marshmallow? Not Lucky Charms, but you go down to the bottom aisle, the cheaper cereal. That's what he eating. Lamar out here struggling because he ain't got no work in the streets anyway. But he got all the guns because you know what we doing? We going to get them light skinned N-words. You know what I'm saying? YouTube isn't fair, but he loading it up. he getting ready to go to war. But Tiny and them rain on his parade. You remember last week he was singing, talking about the rain. Well, they were raining bullets on his ass today. That's something you don't never want to happen. I don't know how you people grew up. When I was younger, things get a little ugly. I ain't never had nobody shoot no Tech 9 at the house. We had, you know what I'm saying? We had a couple of 9s get shot at the house and like the neighbors, but we don't live like that no more. Tiny, he really in the game though. Nah, Tiny wasn't playing because he knows he already pulled that gun on Lamar last week. So he has to, hey, we got to get rid of Lamar today. And we even seen that when he was in the house, like when they were looking for him, Lamar rolling around, he ducking, he got shot though. But you see, Tiny was the one working the hardest trying to find the body. He's like, man, we got to find him right now. Because he already knows Lamar seen him. He got out the window. And I'm talking about half his body was out the window. Pop, pop, pop. I don't know who hit him, though. Because Big Boy had a shotgun. He wasn't doing nothing from that van. He just shooting just to be shooting. Kendall said, I grew up in the suburbs. I hope Lamar don't kill Tiny. Now, I don't know. I think Tiny might stay around. I moved to the suburbs my junior and senior year. So before that, I was at a nigga school. I know I ain't supposed to be saying that on here, but it was horrible. Now, you seen, it looked like Lamar went down in the basement because when they opened up the the door to go up under the building, well, up under the house, you see the blood on the wall. Meech done paid these dudes all this money. Lamar talking about, man, I ain't getting killed. You know what I'm saying? He got up out of there. We know Lamar is strong. He got up out of there. The police coming. Tiny like, we should have got him. Even big boy over here, he looking like, damn. He shot up. But shoot, we need to go look for him. But when them cops is coming, 9 times, I'm gonna say 9.99 times out of 10, when the police are involved, people ain't gonna do nothing. They ain't gonna do nothing. They gonna get up out of there because their freedom is more important than whatever beef they have in these streets. Now you do have some, I won't even call them thugs. I call them ignorant members. You know what I'm saying? Ignorant. I mean, they retarded. The police come, they shooting it out with the cops. They ain't going out. Can't catch me alive, coppers. That's what they say in the westerns. But Lamar knows, hey, I'm going to get Tiny. And Tiny knows I needed to get Lamar. And that's why when Meech came to talk to him at the bar, he is upset. Big boy talking about he's hit, though. We hit him. Man, we need him gone. Water off. You know what I'm saying? We can't just have we hit him. That ain't going to get us nowhere in life. Because he know where he lives, so he's an easy target. Yeah, but I think the thing with Tiny is, especially now, he has most of the 12th Street on his back because he's getting the work from Meech. So he would probably have people protecting his house, or he'll probably go mess with his cousin Q and just get out the way, especially if you know Lamar is after you. You're going to have to move locations. There's no way possible you can stay at the house. Hell, every time we see Lamar, he's breaking into something. He got in the stash house, thanks to Kato. Hell, he even got into B. Mickey's house this episode. Just FYI, if you're new to this is a spoiler. We're just talking about episode 7. It comes out next week. I just got, you know what I'm saying, I did my recap before they pulled it down. So if you don't want to hear what happened in episode 7 because you haven't seen it, I'd advise you to leave. But if not, we here. This isn't in any order. I'm not going to talk too much about breaking it down in order how the recap is, just because, you know, this is spoilers. We'll do that next week when everybody sees the episode. But Meech is upset. I paid y'all money. Y'all need to get Lamar off these streets. Meanwhile, Lamar just walking around the city, trench coat on, do-rag. How did he know where B. Mickey lived? That's a good question. Either Kato has told him before, which is probably the most logical thing, because she's been over there. Now, the reason Kato couldn't give up where Meech and them live is because they never been over there. Money matters. Yeah, a couple of people seen the bootleg on YouTube. I actually called it on the Starz app before it went down. But I'm sure Kato gave up B. Mickey's spot. That's how Lamar knew. But no one knows where Meech and them live except for B. Mickey. Other than that, Kato's never been over there. He had every weapon in that bag. Yeah, man, shotgun. He had the Mac. He had the pistol on him. Hey, damn Kato, but Kato's sexy though. I'm just upset B. Mickey is getting caught up in all this. I told y'all in episode 3, I think it was, B. Mickey is going to fall in love with Kato, and what she's going to do is try to use him. She's going to throw that thing on him. Hey, B. Mickey, you need to work with me and we get rid of Lamar. Heck no. Me and B. Mickey, after I seen that dirty house, I'd be telling me, B. Mickey, look, bro, don't deal with Kato. Don't deal with Kato. She live in that dirty house, and she says she got a dude that she owes some money to. I don't deal with exes. I don't deal with baby daddies. So if a chick I'm with owes a dude some money, you need to settle that debt before you come around me. Can you really be surprised, though, Monique gave up Lamar? I mean, Lamar, he got in all this mess. Look at him. Dude. He got Mo in all of this mess and got her daughter kidnapped. So, and then he whooped on her. It ain't no way she's not giving him up for that. I mean, that's common sense. I mean, I personally think she should have went to the cops, especially after a whooping like that. But yeah, Reggie, Kato did save Meech's life. I definitely didn't expect that to happen from her. But you see, yeah, but at the same time, I guess Kato would have to do that just because if she didn't, then Meech was right there with her. If she ran off, it's like, you know what I'm saying? If she ran off, when Meech gets out of jail, whatever was going to happen to him, they definitely be coming after Kato. So I think it was more of saving Meech to save her life. Uh, Meech might be okay with their relationship as far as like her saving him, but then again, we don't know what B Mickey's going to say about Kato. Is he going to give up that, hey, Lamar came to the house, which I think he might tell Meech this, or he might try to do it on his own just to, hey, Meech, you know what I'm saying? You need to make me one of the three because I'm loyal to you and I tried to get Lamar. We're going to see though. But Lamar, when he first came over here, I didn't know whose house he was getting in. But when he broke in the window, I was like, okay, he must be in Mo's house. But I'm talking about he put a whooping on her. What I don't get is, and you see it all the time. I mean, women, they'll mess with dudes like Lamar. They also mess with Meech. Now, Meech isn't like abusive or nothing, but he's still a dope boy. They want that fast life. They want the thugs, the bad boys. And this is what ultimately comes out of it. You knew you shouldn't have had Lamar's unstable self around your daughter in the first place. And then to depend on him? Nah, to pick your daughter up. Kato got B Mickey under spell. Yeah, Reggie, it ain't. Yeah, man, it ain't nothing you can do, man. They throw that thing on you. His judgment is clouded. He's thinking with the wrong head, which I don't understand. Y'all got money. It's easy for you to go get another girl or something. Especially like, there's no way after I seen Lamar come out of my house that I would even go back there. Now, we don't know what happened to B Mickey's mom. She may still be in the hospital, but all of this is going on at your mom's house and you live in the basement. That door doesn't look too sturdy either. So if Lamar can get in there, you're an easy target. I'd have to move upstairs. If my mom was at the hospital still, I'd have to move upstairs. I'm not staying in that basement no more, especially with Lamar knowing how to get in there. And then he sat on the bed like, hey, I live here. Yeah, in real life, B Mickey's still alive. His real name is D Mix, D Meeks. And then Lady's still alive also. Well, Kato, aka Lady. So both of them are still alive. And from the interviews I've seen, they have a decent relationship. I'm sure they don't probably like hang out with each other, but there's also an interview with Pat, who his real name is Ed, but they called him Pat. He actually, the real Pat, aka Ed, was actually dating Kato's sister-in-law. So that's how she got involved with the 50 Boys, because Pat was dating her sister. Well, that's what she said in the interview. B Mickey is going to tell Meech because Kato helped Meech with the Lopez situation. He's going to help set Lamar up with B Mickey and Kato. Yeah, I, it's kind of hard to call, but I'm thinking that they're going to help out. I mean, it only makes sense. Hey, man, because we all got the, you know what I'm saying? We all got the end goal. Get Lamar out of here. Get some money in these streets. You know what I'm saying? If you're new, this is all spoilers. So if you don't want to hear about episode 7 and you haven't heard it, you can leave. And then next week, we're going to do the actual recap where we had a discussion. But right now, we just talking. We're not going in any order. Yeah, I agree, Reggie. It would be, for Kato's sake, it would be best if she was the one to tell Meech, hey, I was working with Lamar. Speaking of that, let me. We were all wondering what Lamar went to jail for. Well, I mean, we knew he had caught a body, but it wasn't his body. It was actually Kato's. And that's why he went to jail for Kato. Kato's dad used to work with Lamar. I was like, oh, now it's making sense. That's why she's in debt to Lamar, because she's the one that got the body. Lamar took the charge. So I was like, damn, that makes sense why she's going this hard for him. Because there ain't no way, unless your dad owed Lamar some money, it ain't no way you working this hard for him. Yeah, Kendall. She hit Lopez. I know people were saying they need to kill Lopez, but I kept telling them it would be dumb for Meech and T to do that. But now we see it was actual Kato. So that's good. At least they got him off the scene. You know what I'm saying? He ain't here. But that's bad news for Detective Bryant. We already know Boss Lady don't like his ass. She see him. Ooh, if you got anything to do with this, I'm going to wipe you clean. I'm like, yeah, whatever, boss. All right, we got 37 people in here. We can get the likes up to about 15, 20. That'd be nice. I appreciate that. But another thing is, when Kato hit Lopez in the back of the head, they didn't even throw the pipe or anything. She just dropped it right there. Now, hopefully the rain will wash off the fingerprints and everything. But I'm not even sure. She may have had her sleeve on it. Nah, if you look back, Detective Bryant wasn't even paying attention. He was on his scratcher tickets. Now, when the crew walked by, they all had their hoods on. Lopez seen it. He was looking out. But you got to remember, it's raining. So when Bryant got in the car, he was just like, man, those are 50 boys. This is their territory. Let them do. We didn't already question them about everything. So let them go. But we knew Detective Lopez wasn't about to let nobody just run off. He had to go out there and do his job. Now, it's one thing to do your job. It's one thing to do your job nonstop. But it's another thing to do your job when it's pouring down raining. I'm not trying to get wet, because if I'm Bryant, you're not getting your wet ass back in my car. Let's be real. You coming in here and they don't have leather seats. They got the cloth seats. So that thing about to be all soggy and stuff. You're going to have to go go when you get back to the shop with the vacuum cleaner and try to vacuum the water out of it. Because if not, it's going to smell like a wet dog in the morning. And this is your car you drive every single day. Man, forget that. That's just stuff I think about when I be seeing these shows. Well, you didn't have to really be surprised, because if you listen when Meech and T were talking before T went off to the funeral, Meech tells them, they're both discussing on what they're going to do to bring in more money. They say they got to go out there and they got to work to move everything. So they were going to be on the block with the 50 boys, because T owes Big L money. So they had to go out there to help move all the work faster than what was going on. And T also told Meech, hey, you got to take the first shift. I got somewhere to go. I'm thinking Reggie, what were they going to do? What was he going to do if he caught him? What I'm thinking is, if he caught him, hopefully they would have had a gun on him, some drugs or anything. Cause then you could have that'd be reason to bring him in to question him. Oh yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying, Jay Nicole. Yeah. When they were jumping over the fences, you look at Kato, her ass was running, sprinting, jumping over the fence. She was gone. Meech over there trying not to get his shoes dirty, was all slow, jumped over that. Hey, you the leader. You got to get up out of there. Matter of fact, somebody else, one of them 50 boys, is supposed to get caught so Meech wouldn't get caught. But they said, Choom! They got up out of there. They were not sticking around for whatever Detective Lopez is about to do. Plus, it's raining. Nah, we trying to get back in the house. Oh yeah, if I'm Meech, I have no reason to even deal with Mo. After I drop that kid off, nah, I'm not going over there. I don't need it. I don't need anything from her. It's a potential chance that Lamar could show back up. Shoot, my baby mama Lori better than Mo. Like, and this is my kid over here. I'm about to go chill with Lori. I'm not. I'm not going to Mo's house, especially after kidnapping her daughter. Or like my boy Future said, tell Steve Harvey, I don't wanna. Yeah, going over Mo's house was just silly. I couldn't. I don't understand what he was doing there. I know he was trying to get back good because he wanted to get Lamar's location, so I can understand that. But it would have had to been in a like a public setting or something. Hey, yeah, y'all ain't think I had the clip over at the house, did y'all? You know what I'm saying? I be working. I be trying to give y'all a good experience. So really, all Mo is kind of like Kato. Whatever side gives her an opportunity to do better, that's what she's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? She's over here telling Meech, "Oh, Lamar, he live with his cousin Raymond." She got the ice on her face. I know he came in like, "Damn, Lamar was not playing." I think Meech felt a way about Monique choosing Lamar over him. Um, I don't know. From what I see with Meech, there's really no attachment to any of the women. You know, he go out, he want to have a good time. So I don't think he really felt a way. It was more of, dog, like everything I've been doing for you, hooking you up, like not feelings involved, but it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I've been showing you love. You go out and mess with a dude I'm beefing with. Opportunist. Kendall, you said it best. Cause Meech out here in these streets, you know what I'm saying? Meech ain't worried about one of these females. He got a baby mama, bad one. Don't even be over there. We seen the kid one time. He out on the block. He buying bottles and stuff. You know what I'm saying? We in the club. We being flashy. It's way too easy. But yeah, he shouldn't deal with Mo anymore. And you even see B Mickey, he got the haircut, but he's questioning Kato. Hey, how come you didn't get caught? But we seen Kato, she took off all the clothes and stuff, had to switch it up a little bit. He did right to go over there and make nice. Lamar's a common enemy for both of them now. Yeah, I agree with that, Ronnie. Also, with Mo being what is she, a paralegal? Somebody asked me in one of the comments, do I think she's gonna play a larger role? I think if they were to get like another lawyer for anything to defend Meech and Terry, like say if they got brought up on the drug charges, then I think that's where them making good with Mo would come into play, so she can help them get a decent lawyer. Cause Karen, she's more of the like the civil disputes, and you know what I'm saying, to help them get some money. Meech is keeping his options open. Oh, definitely. You got to always keep your options open, especially in the game that they playing. You ripping and running these streets. You got to be prepared at all times. Because, hey, look, Mo, I need you to, you know what I'm saying, put this at the house, man. Put this at the house. Especially if we get rid of Lamar. They got that little shed in the back with all the junk where Lamar and them were kicking it. I'll put something back there. Man. But one thing, man. Meech has been thinking the same thing we've all been thinking since the first time we seen Kato was working for Lamar. Meech's like, hey, bro, you got to cut it off. We all pointed out, T seen that jacket. And y'all know business. Hey, you can't mess with nobody in the crew. We a crew. We work, we get money, we live, we party. And that's it. All these other people out in the city we can go mess with and deal with, you don't mess with anybody in the crew. I think in real life, Meech has a kid with her character, so maybe she'll be on more later down the line. Yeah, I can see her coming back into play for season 2. I know her role was a little bit minimum here because she was pregnant, but on her when she took over the Instagram for BMF, I think it was last weekend or the weekend before, she was saying crazy things are going to come from her character. So Mo may have a larger role, especially after Lamar beat on her. She may be the one that gets Lamar locked back up and, you know, says, hey, he beat me, and then they throw him back in jail unless they get him in these streets, which would be better. It would have to be like Tiny or B Mickey or somebody. Well, probably not be Mickey because he's in real life. But it'd probably have to be Lamar going to jail or Tiny and them getting them. Because we know Meech and Terry, they're probably not going to show them kill anybody just because, you know, it could open up an investigation of a murder in real life. So, and plus they at the top, man. We don't need them to kill nobody. We believe them. We know their story is true. Now, there are some people in here that we need, you know what I'm saying? We need to see if Tiny really about that life because he shot at Lamar, but he didn't get the job done. Well, yeah, and Kendall, B Mickey is past sprung. He came in there, wiping his tears, holding the gun. Hey, bro, Lamar was just in your house. Get rid of her ass. There shouldn't be any more talking. But we knew this face right here when Meech told him break it off right now. He wasn't going to do it. B Mickey was not going to do it. B Mickey on some sucker stuff. He spared Kato after she infiltrated the whole crew. Yeah, there's no coming back for what she did. He out in the car rapping. He getting hype. He like, yeah, I'm about to go in there. I got a little bad thing in there. And he go in there. He talking about, I seen Lamar. We knew. This is when I knew Lamar. I mean, not Lamar, but B Mickey was on some other stuff. You remember last week when she was like, hey, I'm going to go get some clothes. I don't want to funk up your place. He was like, I like your funk. Like, hey, bro, what you tripping, man? I like your funk. I'm like, hell no, take a shower. And then going over that house, you know, you see memes and stuff on TV. I mean, not on TV, but on your phone. And they be talking about, would you go over here? What would you do if you stayed here? When he went to Kato's house, that junkie place, hell no. I see why we ain't hanging out over here. Hey, be nice, because Pastor Swift was in there talking that talk this week. Pastor Swift was laying it on us, giving us everything we needed to hear. Pastor Swift. Look at my man. You gotta take the word from Pastor Swift. Look at him, man. He just doing his job. So it's looking like everybody is really turning on B Mickey, man. He's loyal to the crew. It's just what we seen him do with Kato is unacceptable. No one can agree with that. I'm just telling y'all the truth, man. Hey, it's not Snoop, it's Pastor Swift, okay? Bless you. That's my dog, man. I want to see more of his character. I want to know what he was doing in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not telling us everything about him. And to me, that is like we at episode 7 now. We need to know a little bit more about him. We seen he was accepting money from Tiny last week, but that's still not telling us anything, you know? Look at him. Got the sideburns. He got that damn wig on. Oh yeah, everybody was looking at Lucille. She in church. Hell, we looking at this is just one of my theories. And I think a couple of y'all were in here when we came up with this theory. We think Lucille may have messed with Pastor Swift back in the day before she married Charles. No disrespect to Meech and T in real life. We're just saying in the show, you know what I'm saying? In the show, it seems like they may have a connection, and that's why Charles doesn't like Pastor Swift that much. And everybody's in there. Your son sell drugs. Especially Darius's mom. When I was outside and she talking about, it should have been your son. We know your son sell drugs, Lucille. You on your high horse. If I'm T, I'm like, hey, it could be police out here. I don't sell no drugs, people. I'm a high school student. I don't know what she talking about. Glad this episode showed a little friendship between Meech and Mick because they've been beefing. Well, I won't say that they're beefing. They just been having a disagreement. Yeah, the dad he doesn't like Pastor Swift at all. Now, it could be because Swift is dirty. He's accepting money, he let drugs be in here. But I'm thinking it has something to do with Lucille because Swift, he'll talk to Lucille. And even with his niece, Karen, Charles is like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? You're a con artist. Like, hey, bro, she's helping you, man. Y'all were doing this pro bono. It's not like she's getting paid until y'all win. So why would she sabotage anything? She had a life before Charles, definitely. So Lucille, the thing about Lucille is she's all over the place. One minute is, oh, we can't, you know what I'm saying, Meech, you got to be a better role model. The next is, oh, we need to try to save Meech. We need to, you know what I'm saying, we could save him. Come on, Charles, you said we could save him. Like, it ain't no saving them, man. They too far gone. That's one thing I agree with Charles with. Like, man, hey, you know what I'm saying, ain't nothing we can do about this one, shawty. These kids is in the streets. We got hits out on us, man, forget that. Let me see what I got. Hey, Charles got to the house. He started packing up his clothes. He was trying to get the hell out of there. Look, Lucille, look. We need to get out of here. Matter of fact, you can stay. You can save Meech. You can save Terry. But I'm taking our daughter and we getting the hell out of here. Like I said, that's the first time I really ever agreed with Charles. Because I know he messed up that $25,000 we were supposed to be getting. Now Lucille got to go beg Karen, please take the case. Hopefully we find out who the nurse is that was allegedly there for the eye procedure. Yeah, Blackberry. It keeps getting better. And I said episode 5 was gonna be the build up. 6 and 7 we're gonna be it's gonna be all the action, which we are seeing the action. And 8 is gonna be the big build up. I mean, not big build up, but it's gonna be big action, which is gonna leave us on the cliffhanger to go into season 2. Charles gonna hey, Charles was about to have his daughter. He was sitting there, Lucille, she needs to tell. Lucille like, nah, I don't want that. Lucille was holding it down, but also Reggie, Lucille, how can I put this? Yeah, she wants her kids out the game, but she's not turning down that money. You remember Charles said, go back to the bank and get that money off the house. She like, nah. No. The house is paid for. Now, she's talking about my house. Well, Charles built the house. It's paid for, so technically it's Meech's house now. But she ain't leaving that house. What up, One Journey? I haven't even seen the trailer for the finale, J Nicole. Where you see it at? Like on the Stars app? Or did I? I didn't watch the end of the episode. I started doing the recap as soon as I finished it, so I could get it out because I knew that for a feeling. I had a feeling that they were gonna pull it down. I be working my butt off. I be trying to get the first one, you know what I'm saying, the first recap out there for y'all. And I tell you, I be up in the middle of the night working my butt and then trying to cut it up to make these little clips so we can talk about them. It's a lot of work, but I enjoy talking about the show. So I'm going to keep doing it for y'all. Don't worry about it. Yeah, see, Kendall, like as soon as I seen the end where Meech was standing there, oh, I turned it off, went back, started recording, getting some screenshots. It's a YouTube video of the trailer too. All right, well I'll break down the trailer. I'll probably have that up tomorrow. I wish I would have put it up today, but I'll probably have it up tomorrow. I might just wait until like Friday at the end of next week. Yeah, I mean, if you can get the money and keep the house, get rid of Lamar, and keep the family straight, you might as well do it. Because at the end of the day, Reggie, when it all comes down to it, she ain't gonna get in trouble for nothing. It's not like they're gonna come take the house or anything. House paid for. If the kids get locked up, Meech and T gone, house still paid for. We straight. Now there may be some some revenge in the streets, but it is what it is, right? When you living rent free. And another thing, when's the last time Lucille went to work? I know Wendy's they backed up right now because she ain't been to work in a couple of weeks. They calling the house, hey Lucille, you got a shift to do, honey. Where you been? Oh well, I've been down at church. I went to a funeral. I was down at the police station, my kids, and then also, oh yeah, I was at the hospital like 6 days. And my lawyer, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like, damn, Lucille, you got the house paid for and you just at the house chilling now. You still got to bring in some money for the food because Meech and them can't work right now. Not with Lamar on the loose and the block hot and the cops is looking. The father would go to jail with T and Meech, white boy Rick. Yeah, hopefully we get more white boy Rick. That would be good to. Well, I don't really think because even when we were watching his movie, he didn't really deal with Meech and them. I'm pretty sure they knew who each other were, but I don't think they really dealt with each other enough to have them in the story, unless they do some fictional stuff, which would be, I know, TV world, they can do all of that. And nah, she don't ever go to work. I ain't seen that Wendy's uniform one time. I want the Wendy's uniform. I want her to put on the little, you know what I'm saying? The little hat was a little visor at Wendy's, ain't it? Y'all see the hat? She won't mow. Yeah, I made this a while back, but she need to put that hat on, bring us home. You know what I'm saying? Some Dave's cheeseburgers. I have a new respect for Kato, aka Lady. Yeah, I mean Kato. Let's not discredit her. I mean, when it comes down to it, she'll hold it down for the crew, but she still works with Lamar. She's like Lamar's goddaughter, basically. She's in debt for him forever, unless they get rid of him. Oh yeah, yeah. 50. Hey, 50 stars. Don't take this down. You know what I'm saying? It's not my fault the employees put it up. But we pay for stars, so if it comes up on our screen, we get to watch it. I know 50 did his job with directing it because it was a good episode. It's just, hey, it got leaked. But that may be because Stars and Paramount, they, you know what I'm saying, they doing a little business behind the scene and they want to probably try to cut 50 out or renegotiate with them to bring down that price. Yeah, dressed for church in the house. Let's see what else we got. Now I didn't get to chop up everything, but I'm gonna get to all of that. But I think I fell in love with Big L. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I seen her, I was like, man, that's the connect. Mm, mm, sheesh. You know what I'm saying? Big L, I'm into art also. You know, I got a painting on my wall over there. I didn't do it, but I want to get a part of the family business. Yeah, Brooke. Pat was dating ladies, aka Kato's sister, and you know they used to hold that work over at her mama house. Yeah, a lot of networks, you know, you'll see something like that. It's supposed to come out weekly. They may accidentally drop it on Friday or something, but I think this one was done intentionally. Either that or they had it on a schedule to release and they forgot to go in there and either that or change the date for it to drop out. Yeah, Big L's definitely using the art to hide the money. I'm talking about you went over there, they had the girl in there naked, they painting, even T looking like, dang, y'all call this art? I'm looking at Big L like, well, you know, we may be a little short this week, but is there any other way I can make up for this? But Big L is all about business, especially after her father passed and her brother ruined everything. She said, nah, I'm gonna handle this. Louisiana boy James. Um, I don't think it's about being loyal to Meech. We even heard Tiny say it's not about the loyalty; it's about money. So if he can get money with Meech, then of course he's gonna. I won't call it loyal, but he'll be business partners with him. We see Meech just offered him a lower price if they get rid of Lamar. So there's no way you can turn that down, especially if you know Lamar is your problem too. You get rid of Lamar, Meech is going to be coming directly to you. You're going to get it for a lower price. Why not? Like, why not work with Meech? That's what I'm looking at. It's a business opportunity. And this is, you get rid of Lamar and you're not beefing with the 50 boys anymore. Well, the family, because they're not 50 boys anymore. But if you're not beefing with the family, you got your territory, they got theirs. Y'all both get to work from the same person. There's no issues. Exactly, a general contractor. Now it's a little bidding war. You do something for Meech, I do something for Meech. You get one price, I get another price. It's the same with B Mickey. B Mickey gets his work lower than everybody else, but that's because he's Meech's boy. So you got Meech and T, and then up under them, I say the two people that get the best price is probably going to be Tiny, B Mickey, and maybe Q, because Q is supposed to have a lot of connections outside of the city. And then after that, you'll have, you know, Kato, Saki. They'll all probably be getting their work for the same price. Unless B Mickey is a sucker and he's like, Kato, you get to work for me. You know what I'm saying? Me and you could work together. We could be a power couple. And then they go and do their own thing, which leave her alone. Leave her alone, B Mickey. Mm-hmm. Whatever it was, a leak, accidental or intentional. Can't get mad. I know for 50 standpoint, he's upset about it just because you're not going to get all the views that you thought you were going to get. If everybody's seen it this week, I probably say out of everyone that's seen it this week, maybe 70% of us will rewatch it again when it actually airs. I know I probably won't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna watch it again. I've watched it twice already. One time through, and then for the recap. So next week when we do the actual breakdown and the discussion, you know, what I'm saying we'll go more in depth. But I'm not gonna watch it again unless there's some stuff I forget. All right, we up to 80 viewers. If I get like, you know, what I'm saying 20 more likes. Let's get that up to 40 at least. And I'm gonna be on here maybe how long we been on? About 50 minutes. I got about 30 minutes left in me. 20, 30 minutes. Pause. Not in me. I got 20, 30 minutes that I gotta do. But I also got the scores up over there. Just in case. Just in case I can win a little bit of money. You know what I'm saying? We hungry over here. I don't know if y'all can hear my stomach rumbling. Kato slick though. We got to give her credit. Even though she's a little bit dirty. Oh man, come on. Even though she's a little bit dirty, she playing the game to win. She knew the first thing she did was what? She went in there, she took off that big coat, she tucked that 50 chain, put her hair in the back. She said, the hell with this, I ain't getting caught. But one thing, like the foreshadowing that they did in this episode was we seen when they were arresting people, who pulled up and seen Kato? Detective Lopez. And then Kato ended up killing them. But this was a foreshadowing. I was looking, I said, okay, he must catch her or something or have to question her. But it turned out it was the other way around. She did the shoot first and ask later. You know what I'm saying? She didn't ask no questions, though. Knocked his ass out and got up out of there. But I'm talking about they arresting everybody. You pull up on the block. If you a dude outside, I say between the ages of, right now, if you're a dude outside between the ages of 13 to about 35, hey, don't get caught outside because they arresting everybody. I'm talking about on the hood. Let's get it. Yeah, I heard that too, Brooke. Big L is Big 50. Now, I haven't really did too much digging on Big L and Big 50. I wish they would have gave us a little more on Big L. Cause I'll still do a who is on him, but it'll probably be like episode 2 before I get enough information to do something on her. Just like with Pastor Swift, I haven't did a who is he because we don't know anything yet. Besides him being a pastor and supporting the family, we don't know who he's dealing with, if he's dealing. You know what I'm saying? So right now we just guessing and hoping the good Lord blesses us with the answer. I just know one thing. Imagine you going to the store, la-di-dee, la-di-da. You about to pick you up some snacks. On the hood. On the hood. Getting laid down. Hey, shout out to One Journey. Thanks for that donation, brother. Thank you for that. I wonder what Tiny did with Slick's body. Yeah, I ain't even think about that. There was last week, the body was behind the couch. He was trying to get his freak on. That just ruined everything. You turn around, it's a body like, damn, Slick, damn, Slick, you dead. The first thing you thinking it's got to be Lamar that did it, but I don't know. I guess you wrap him up, take him outside or something. I guess you. Nah, I know he ain't calling the police because he got work in the house. He got guns in the house. And then they definitely going to be questioning you. Why is this body in here? So I don't even know what they did with Slick. That's a good question, though. I bet you any amount of money, the fact that Kato, a.k.a. killing that cop, will result in status promotion in the family for Kato. My thing is, I don't know if there's going to be any promotion. Because with them being in the family, they don't work for Meech no more. They're their own, like they say, the independent contractor. So when we give you the work, you just got to bring back the money we give you. Now, they could probably give her a discount, but also Like, I mean, you get a discount. That's it. There's no other benefits. I mean, you're probably not gonna be hanging out with them. The episode did seem kind of fast, but you got to think most of we didn't have a, how can I put it? There was a lot of downtime, like when you seen Lamar when he was bandaging himself up in the bathroom. That killed about 2 or 3 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't. Then we see Kato out here where she's changing her clothes and stuff. So it wasn't really a lot going on. It's just the high moments. You got them when they were getting chased by the cops. Boom, they killed a cop. Then you had they'll go sit at the house and they were discussing on what they gonna do. And Meech is like, you know what I'm saying? We got to get out there and work. So it wasn't. There was action moments, but then there was just a lot of, you know what I'm saying? It just went through. It was just conversation. Not saying that that's a bad thing, because when they did give us action, we got action. And then you think about one of the last scenes with the Kato and Lamar. When he came to the house, it was just them laying in the bed, Lamar talking to her while she's in the bed, and then B. Mickey coming in with the gun. Kato does have 2 confirmed bodies. Lamar has 2 confirmed bodies. We always thought it was 3, but nah, that was actually Kato's body. Hell, B. Mickey got a body. Oh man, B. Mickey, he is trigger happy. When they got in that house, he was about to lay that kid down. He came in there. B. Mickey did not care. Little kid sitting there had the cover on his head. Meech gave that kid a lot of money though. I probably would have gave that kid maybe like a maybe 500, maybe 1,000, but he pulled out a wad. And we owe Big L money. We can't be paying off that much, Meech. We got to make this stuff last in these streets. But Meech is generous, man. Lamar destroyed his relationship with his daughter when he slapped her mom. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't his daughter, but that relationship is over with. And hell, he ain't slapped the mom. He was whooping on Mo. I'm talking about I ain't never seen nothing like it. Ike and Tina wasn't even that bad. Well, they may have been. They was real life. So let me not joke around like that. But Ike, I thought you said you weren't going to put your hands on me. Eat the cake. Let me ask y'all a question though. When they first offered that 25,000, would y'all have took that settlement? Mind you, this is in the 80s. So 25,000 back then was probably about $60,000-$70,000 now. So would y'all have took that? Yeah, George, he put a hurting on her. Hey, Queenie Win. Just think, if you came home from the store and you out there rapping, you think you about to go in the house and have a good time. And you see Lamar come out your house. Yeah, I don't think anybody would actually took that money except for Charles. But Charles was thinking, shoot, the house is paid off. I can move back in there. Meech and T make, they say 25,000 a day. Okay, you give me 25,000, we can make it happen. Yeah, see, that's the only thing, Nicole. Um, with the attention that it may have brought, you know what I'm saying? Especially if this case gets bigger, if they go to court, that's my only thing. If they actually go to court with this, it could be a big thing. And one thing, the hospital has that Meech and them don't have is they got millions. At this point, Meech and them don't have that kind of money. So this attention will get drawn on them. The news will pick up this case. Meech and Terry, drug dealers, flashy guys, riding around in Benzes, got these chains and necklaces. It would bring a lot of attention on them. Hey, Brooke, you going too cheap now. Talking about Meech could have brought a bag of chips and told him don't say nothing. You gotta at least get a kid a little something. You know what I'm saying? Because when the mom come home, you gotta think. When the mom come home and see that bullet in the wall, what's he gonna say then? All you gonna have is a bag of chips. Yeah. Hey, mom. Hey, why the hell is there a bullet over here? Oh man, some people got to shooting. But I got a bag of chips. Where you get that chips from? You ain't got no money. My bad, mom. Some dudes came in here today. Yeah, Reggie, I agree. I mean, I wouldn't have took the money. I've been in a similar situation like that. I mean, I ain't really win no 25,000, but they're gonna always lowball you just to try to get you in and out of there because most people don't have the knowledge for it. So it's like, all right, we'll just get it out of here. Especially people that don't have lawyers or like a public defender. They're gonna throw you $2,500 or $25,000 just because you don't have the knowledge and you don't have the money to take it to court. So they lowball you to get you up out of there. But if you take it to court, you know you potentially got a chance to win big. The only thing is when you go to court, if you lose, Reggie, you know you don't get anything. So you just have a messed up eye with no money. Yeah, when big business, Kendall, you right. Big business corporation. What they're gonna do is they're gonna try to draw out this court case as long as possible until your pockets go dry. You always hear people say, "Oh man, this person got a new lawyer because they couldn't afford the one, or they got to get somebody to do it pro bono." Now, fortunately for them, they Karen they got from Paris or Swift, and she doesn't get paid unless they get paid. So just some advice: if you guys get a lawyer for a settlement or something, make sure in that settlement you have them pay the lawyer fees, because out of this $25,000, they probably only gonna get like, and after tax, make sure you want you get your lawyer fees paid and you want that settlement after taxes. Because hey, out of that 25,000, they probably gonna leave with 15. They're gonna have to pay taxes on it. They're gonna have to give their lawyer some money out of it. So always get the lawyer fees covered and the taxes. Yeah, shoot, I'm going back. Hey, look, y'all said 25,000. Look, we can settle out of court right now. All right, I'm gonna play fair with y'all because if we go to court, I can get 2-3 million. So if y'all settle right now for 1.5, then we'll leave it alone. Hell, I should have went to school to be a lawyer. Y'all would have been hitting me up. Hey Mo, what can we do? You know what I'm saying? I do everything pro bono. I just want my money on the back end. Get you the best offer too. Yeah, and I don't know. Lucille, she did fix it with Karen though, so that's a positive. Because if not, if she would have let this man talk to him, Mr. Charles, none of us, I'm talking about none of us would get any money out of this whole situation. What y'all expect to happen in episode 8? How do y'all think the finale is going to be? You think it's going to be Meech and Terry actually moving down to Atlanta and we pick up with the older Big Meech that we seen narrating, or are we going to come back to Detroit? Yeah, Fame, I agree. We're going to have to see who this lawyer is, so if they do go to court for it. Matter of fact, let me Google, did T even get paid in real life from it? So that'll give us an idea if they're going to find a lawyer and if they actually go to court. That's what we really want to know. Did they actually sue and did they actually win? Nah, George, I don't think Kato's gonna die. I mean, she's alive in real life, so I don't know if they'll kill her off, like especially if they, what I'm saying, they still have a relationship with her in real life. It showed in episode 8 trailer that they named themselves BMF. Hey, Black Mafia Family. That's what Meech always been wanting to do, run it like that. Oh, if they got a settlement in real life, let me see who said that. Fame, then hey, we got to find that nurse, whoever was in there, whoever witnessed this malfunction during the surgery. We need to find them, and we need to get questions. We need to get questions to her and ask her what happened, what was really going wrong. Get her up there to testify. Yeah, that's what I was thinking also, Reggie. I'm thinking at least 2 seasons in Detroit before they go to Atlanta. So they can really stretch this out. Because even when Meech gets older, they had a long run as BMF. So they can get 4 seasons, 4 to 5 seasons out of this. I say anything normally over 4 seasons is when things start getting a little dry to me. But they could do 4 to 5 seasons. I think I would actually like this because I knew about BMF when I was growing up. Yes, in real life they got the settlement money and borrowed call art. Oh, okay, cool. So that means we're gonna find this nurse. Yo, do you think BMF will have any mentions of Meech's real life friendship with Mr. Suge Knight? Um, that's a good question. I think that'll probably be in the later seasons when they start introducing the connections to anybody in the music industry. Cause that's when they actually BMF and they down in Atlanta. Oh, look at that. Y'all educating me. You know what I'm saying? I do a little bit of research on them, but for the most part, I just want to talk about what I be seeing on the show. I mean, I know I know things more dealings about them and when they were in actual Atlanta. I lived out in Atlanta for a little bit. And of course, Jeezy was big when I was growing up, so we seen about it. But the Detroit roots and stuff, I ain't really, until I started watching this and actually going back and looking at who the real people were, I didn't know anything about it, to be honest. 50 Boys. And that's why I like having these live streams. Y'all help me out with stuff. I'm like, damn, okay. Now I can go back and be capping to my sister when I tell her, yeah, you didn't know? Shoot, they got that settlement money. They bought a legit business. Yeah. Yeah, they go down to Mexico and then they come up to Atlanta. And then eventually T breaks off and T comes out here to California. So it's a lot. Like I said, we can get 4 to 5 seasons just off of BMF. So that'll carry us into, if they knocking them out like how 50's knocking them out now, where you get Power Book 2, then BMF, Power Book 2, Raising Canaan, everything coming back and forth. That means season 2 of BMF will probably come out. Well, this ends November, December, January. That'll be book 2. Raising Canaan will come back on January, February, March. April, May, we probably get season 2 of BMF. Maybe May. Yeah, now I know about the transportation, Reggie. I actually seen the documentary of the guy that used to drive the limos for him on Amazon. So he would go back and forth to different states. They had the panels and everything. So they were doing it big. Like I know about the BMF. It was just the 50 Boys and their history back in Detroit. I really didn't know too much about. But shoot, it's good though, because I mean, I know I see people saying we should have different movies for our black people and stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, this is putting money in black people's pockets. It's just telling a story that actually happened. We can't change the past. So to me, I mean, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? This is the lane that 50's in, and it's, showcasing the people that were in the same life he was in. So I don't see anything wrong with it. Mm-mm. They got to give us something special next week, since they leaked this. Next week they got to give us like some deleted scenes or something. You know what I'm saying? Because most of us, we done seen it already. We want something new next week. Come on now, they can do something for us. I know they got some deleted scenes that they weren't gonna use. Drop them on YouTube or something. I was wondering, is Meech and T real parents? The Mr. and Mrs. He said me and Miss. Are they still alive? I think the mom is still alive. Yeah, she's still alive. She was at the premiere and stuff. Let me see. Yeah, she's still out here. Mama was down there holding it down, though. That's one thing we can't deny. She's out here holding it down, making sure the family was straight. I think they did a good job with her casting, though. Seriously. Exactly, Kendall. That's what I'm thinking. 50 is giving them exactly what the people want. This is what we want. Hey, man, Southwest T is getting out. Big Meech should be getting out. I don't know. I'm not going to say he's going to be home soon, because, they always push things back. But when he gets out, he's going to come home to a nice check. And now his son is doing it too. His son's out here getting money. Hey, you can't go wrong with that. Hope Meech gives Monique money to move out of town. Uh, I don't know. He probably will once they get. We don't need to be giving out any more money at this point, because we owe Big L. If we can't pay Big L, it could be big problems for us. So I don't think we can give Mo no money right now. We just gave a kid $5,000. We just paid for a funeral of 7,000. That's 13. What? No, that's 12,000 in one day. Damn. 12,000 in one day, and we only making 25, and we ain't even making 25,000 right now because we can't work. Not with Lamar on the loose. Exactly, fame. And that's what I was saying in the recap. She likes these type of guys. I'm not saying she's asking for them to hit on her or anything, but she's putting herself in a situation that bad things can happen. She's infatuated with that money. Those diamonds, I guarantee she ain't get those diamonds back to Lamar. Yeah, I seen there was a picture of them two together. Well, we only seen Lori that one time where he went to the house. They did their thing. Well, she came to the church with him too when Brian and them came up there to question him. But I don't know how she's gonna play in. We'll probably see more of her in like season 2 when me starts getting more money. But right now, I think it was just to introduce her to us so we could see where Lil Meech came from. Well, not Lil Meech. This is one of his sisters that what they showed. Yeah, see? Everybody got bits and pieces of the story. When we get in here, we put it all together and we gonna figure this thing out, y'all. We gonna figure it out. Stars, if y'all ever listen to this or watch it, call me. Let me on the set. Let me help out. I got some creative things we can do. You know what I'm saying? We can make up a fictional character. Name them. Nah, we can't say J-Mo because J-Mo already dead. That's my real nickname. So nah, we ain't gonna do J-Mo. But we can make me somebody down there, you know what I'm saying? I'll be the man that put Meech on when he get down to Atlanta. I got to connect with the Mexicans. Yeah, Brooke, I can see that, especially seeing your grandson playing your son and knowing everything y'all went through, just to rewatch it and relive it. Because you know, Meech, Terry, um, their sister Nicole. I think the mom also has executive producer rights also. So they all have input into the movie, well, into the TV show. Now I think she's gonna come into play more in season 2 because she's connected to Q. You remember when they went to the party, Pat was in there and they seen it. So that guy, he's gonna be a vital part because we need to be able to make some more money with outside people. Yeah, and that's the thing about Wanda. At first, Wanda was doing all that talking. You need to move up. You need to be a partner. Y'all need to have your own thing. You need to worry about our family. And then Lucille came in there and was like, girl, if you don't get my son out this game, now she already knows Meech is too far, but she's like, Wanda, you got to protect that baby. You got to protect yourself and, of course, protect my son. Get him out the game. She over here acting like Tasha from from Power. I want you to be the biggest drug dealer in Detroit. No. No. But they caught up with that money, man. That money. That's all it is. Money. They see that lifestyle. You just breaking them off cash. Hell, even the daughter, I mean, not the daughter, even Nicole, the little sister, Meech called her out like, hey, you weren't complaining when T is giving you money when they were at the mall. T was just giving her money. She went out there, and that's when they ran into Lamar. Man, you know they gotta have that wig, man. My sister used to have. She didn't have blonde hair, but the style that the style that Wanda has, that's blonde. My sister had that in black. I got my sister's shirt on too. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Tanika. But yeah, my sister used to wear that damn hairstyle. I'm like, ew, what is that? Tanika is like puffy on the top and then like a shag in the like a back. I'm like, man, come on now. But hey, this is the 80s and the 90s. This is the style. This is what's in. Hey, Tate, Lala, Lala is very sexy and looks like she's about that street life. That is true. She looks like she'd be more into the streets. One thing about Lala, every character she's been playing in like the last couple of years, whether it be Power, what's the other show? The Shy, this, she in them streets. She messing with them bad boys. Yeah, a mullet, J. Nicole, but Lala is playing the same character in every show that she is in. Yeah, now they wear wigs. I'm talking about wigs down to their ass. Back then it wasn't that long. DJ Green Lantern, I'm from Baltimore, home of the Wire. Can somebody please tell me when did the episode of BMF come on? Because it comes out next Sunday. That's the official release. But it dropped last night. They leaked it, and it was only up for like 3 hours. I just happened to capture it and do it. So I mean, right now we're not even really doing any spoilers. We're just talking about the different characters. So you just want to stay around and talk with us, cool. But next Sunday I'll actually do a breakdown of the show for everybody that hasn't seen it. Cause shoot, I got about half the people say they haven't seen it. 46% say they seen it. 15 no, it wasn't what they expected. 39% say they haven't seen it. But yeah, right now we just, you know what I'm saying, talking, everybody telling their little stories. Yeah. So also with Lala being cool with 50 Cent, 50 knows that she's hanging with, since she's getting this divorce with Carmelo Anthony, 50 knows that she's going to be around Kim K. Kim K is going to support her homegirl and put this out, and it don't get no bigger than media marketing than Kim K. So everybody in the industry, they say everybody uses everybody, so they may be cool, but hey, getting money together, why not? And that is true. 50, if you do right by 50, don't borrow any money from 50 Cent. But if you do right by 50, he gonna keep you in the loop with everything. Hey, you can talk about whatever you want, Tate. We read it off. We just all talk. There's nothing wrong in here. It's just, hey, thanks, AGN. Thanks for the subscribe. I'm just now really getting into the live streaming. You can ask anybody that, you know, been in here for a while. I think this is what, our third live stream that we did for BMF. I'm definitely going to do it. I just wanted to get on here this week and talk about the spoilers, because 2 weeks is too long of a wait. Let's just be honest. For them to give us 8 episodes, I understand what they're doing. To give us 8 episodes, though, and to give us a week break, that ain't right. Now, if you would have gave us 10 and did 5 episodes, a week break, 5 episodes, cool. But 6 episodes, a week break, then 7, 8, and then they're going to, on top of 8, the finale, they're going to drop Power Book 2 right after it, season 2. It's like, come on, man. Y'all could have just layered this out week by week, because next week, well, for the finale, we got 2 things we got to talk about. You right, Nicole. I had it mixed up. Q is Tiny's cousin. Boom is Pat's homeboy. Now, the only thing, and Pat is the one that had Lala with him, and that was at the party. Now, the only thing I can see going wrong with this is Pat still has an issue with these young boys. If Pat loses Boom as his boy, it's gonna be real ugly in these streets. We already seen Pat turning into a snitch. Well, I won't call him a snitch, but he's already trying to pay the cops to go do some things to some people. Like, damn, Pat, it's getting ugly out here. Hey, Green Lantern, I understand what you're saying, man. She did do Carmelo dirty. I ain't gonna really get into their personal life, because, you know, then that is what it is. They do what they do, but Melo's out here wilding too. I did think it would be more explosive and have more of an impact. There are only 8 episodes. Lamar won't die this season. He is low key the reason we watch. Hey, facts. If it wasn't for Lamar, the show would be good, but it wouldn't be where it is now. It wouldn't have all the eyeballs on it. Lamar is single-handedly carrying this. Of course, it's something new and it's fresh, but without Lamar, listen, Lamar has set the standard and the mold for the new villains of TV shows moving forward from 2021 on. He's better than Kanan. Let's just be real. When Kanan was in power, he was good, but he wasn't this good. Then we got Kane and everybody in the book too. They cool, but they ain't as good as what Lamar is doing. Lamar is putting on a damn show each and every week. Even this week, we looking at it. He didn't really have much. He got shot. He whooped on her. He met up with Kato. But he's making everything believable. When you see it, it's like, damn, this dude isn't acting. This seems real. And I respect that. Good old Lamar. That's a bad man. That is a bad man. Even shot, he's still out here running the streets, making it happen. Lamar is good, but there is way more behind the story than Lamar. Yeah, there is. I'm saying the story is good. Don't get me wrong. We BMF, we all agree that it's a good show. I'm just saying, with Lamar is adding to it, with him being the villain, like think about it. If it was like Slick or something was the bad guy, it wouldn't be as intense. And you know what I'm saying, how we waiting on these build ups. My link is messed up on IG. I don't like the new IG, the way you set up the links on there anyway. Let me see. Nah, my link is good. Let me see. Yeah, the link on IG is good. You click it. Yeah, it goes to book. I mean, BMF episode 7 recap. It ain't messed up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. IG be messing. Like, it be tripping. I don't really be on there posting as much as I should be. Do you think the rumors are true? Season 2 going to be on Netflix? Massachusetts, I don't know. Just because we seen all the talk coming around 50 Cent with Paramount trying to buy it and sell and stars being sold. So 50 could move it over to Netflix. That would honestly be the best thing for Netflix to do, to try to pick up 50 Cent in the G Unit films. If they can get Power directly onto it, because Power comes out on Netflix, and in the UK they get it. But if Power Book 2, Raising Kanan, BMF, if all that goes over to Netflix, that will be a big win for them. So I don't know. It could be true. I'm not too sure. We'll just have to wait and see what they do with the company. When I clicked on it, it said error, and I'm talking about here to find your. Oh, okay. I'll change it. My Instagram is just the same thing. MOEDOTJ. I haven't really messed with none of the links or anything, but we'll see it. Yeah, Lamar from the UK, man. Hopefully, if I get this job, I'll be over in the UK. So we're gonna have to do streams like in the afternoon. But I used to live in Germany for 4 years. I used to go over to the UK all the time. But that's an amazing place, and they have a lot of actors coming over here. And hey, they do a hell of a job. I'm not gonna lie, and you can't even tell because they lose that accent quick. Exactly, Massachusetts. 50 in this Power universe, I guarantee none of us thought that it would get this big. When we first seen Power, we were like, okay, this is good. I didn't think they were going to follow it up with no spin-offs or even this BMF, but he's doing a hell of a job. Oh, I got you, player. Yeah, he doing a good job. You was tripping on the credits. Eminem was White Boy Rick. Yeah, that was Eminem. Now, like they said it was CGI on him, and they put this damn wig on him. That was the funniest thing to me. I'm looking at him like, look at him. He ain't really out here. Yeah, Aisha. I mean, they 50's gonna put his bands in there. You put me on in the rap game, hey, I'm gonna put you on in some of my shows. You know what I'm saying? He probably paid him a little bit, get a little bit from the show. Whoa, 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 Dominique. Like, whoa, whoa. Which Power are we talking about? BMF is better than Power Book 2 and then Power Book 3 Raising Kanan. Now, the first 4 seasons of Power, I don't know. BMF isn't. I'm going to have to see more from BMF before I can say it's touching the original Power. Those first 4 seasons, right now, that's unmatched as far as like these spinoffs and anything that 50 has. But I can't agree. BMF is better than Power Book 2 and Raising Canaan. Hey Jen, hey, I got if the job pops up, then I'm going to the UK, man. I love it over there. Plus, I mean, hey, the money gonna be good and I get to travel easier. Like, man, I done been everywhere in the States and I like to travel internationally. Actually, in December, I'm gonna be in Costa Rica. So I'm gonna take my laptop with me. I probably won't be on the camera, but I'm gonna try to do like some live streams while I'm there for a week. So we'll see. I'll let y'all know when I go out there. But in December, I will be gone for a week. I'm gonna try to do some videos, but if not, I'm at the beach. So don't be like, Mo, man, he fell off, man. You were just coming up. I'm trying, people, but I'm trying to enjoy life too. Yeah, that's what it is, Dominique. BMF is more realistic, and we can believe it because we know for a fact that all of this happened in real life. Well, not the whole storyline, but we know that these two gentlemen, they really did this. Hey, Aisha, South London. So when you go to London, there's a river in between, like it goes through the middle of the city. South London is where like all the gangs are. It's supposed to be the bad area. I've only been like to South London like 2 or 3 times because I didn't live over there. I would just go visit. So I would be there maybe about a week at a time. Most of the time it'd be 2 or 3 days just for the weekends because I had to go back when I was in the military and had to go back to Germany. But South London is where, it gets rowdy. And even in the city, South London and North London, they have different accents. It's crazy. Rate each power. I mean, all. So out of the G Unit films, the Power Universe and BMF, I got Power, the original season. I got that first. BMF. Uh, I'm gonna put Raising Canaan and then Power Book 2, just because the Tariq story, we already seen that and we know Tariq, and it's like we know he's gonna mess up. So I guess me picking Raising Canaan is we get the backstory of Canaan growing up, and it's kind of a feel just like BMF. It's just not as good. So yeah, Power, BMF, book no Power, BMF, Raising Canaan, Book 2, the Tariq story. Well, Ghost. And then once Tommy's drops, that's probably gonna be. I'll probably move that into third, to be honest with you. But we shall see, though. We shall see. Yeah, that Power Book 2. Tariq is last. Not knocking Tariq or anything. I'm just saying the story and everything. Every time we look up, Tariq is at school. He ain't got no car. He got to run all the way downtown, go to court, and run all the way back. Then he got to get to Monet's house. I be getting all these names mixed up. They got to run to Monet's house, go over there, deal with them. It's like, come on, man. On top of trying to finish school. Seasons 3, 4, and 6 of Power are my favorites. I like Power 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 was good, but 6 to me was kind of like, all right, we done this enough. You know what I'm saying? It's getting repetitive. But I mean, don't get me wrong, the whole Power series was good. It's just the first 4 seasons are what really drew me in. Yeah, I get that one journey. I'm just saying, like, every time you see Tariq, I ain't got no book bag in here. He's running, his jacket's open, he got that book bag. Oh, man. Tariq, you doing too much, brother. Demon Tate. Y'all skip Governor Tate's story. Y'all got no. We like Tate, but we're just rating them off of what we actually seen. The only reason I brought in the Tommy's book is because that's supposed to come out before Tate, if I'm right. I think Tate just got announced, so he'll be later on. He'll be book 3 is Kanan, book 4 is Tommy, and then Tate will be book 5. So I think Tate won't be out till next year. But yeah, I like Tate. I wish. I kind of want to see a backstory on him. I don't know if his story is going to be the backstory or after Ghost dies. Tariq lives in New York City. $3,000 to 5 for car insurance. Hey man, I live out here in the Bay Area, so when you talking money, man, it's ridiculous out here too, man. Silicon Valley is no joke. Only thing I like about book 2 is the new characters because I'm tired of the original characters. Yeah, see, and that's another reason, K, I picked book, I picked book 3, Raising Canaans, because it's all new. We get new characters and we get a new story. The Tariq story is still continued from his father's story. So that's my only thing about that. But believe me, November 21st, y'all will be seeing a BMF finale recap, and you'll be seeing Power Book 2 Season 2 premiere recap for me. I'm definitely going to watch it. Don't get me wrong. And then what we going to do, I might do the live stream. I might do a longer live stream next Sunday. Of course, we're going to talk about, not next Sunday, but for the finale, episode 8, we're going to definitely talk about the finale and what we're going to predict for season 2. But then we're going to talk about the premiere of book 2, season 2. Now, hey, Jen, if they haven't done production, I'm going to reach out to, after 50 figures out what Starz is going to do, I'm going to reach out to them and like, hey, let me get in there something. Let me be Governor Tate's assistant. I ain't even got to have no words. Just give me a book. Yes, sir, boss. Write things down. That's all I need. Just a guest appearance. I googled the real BMF indictment. It's discussing what the feds did to Meech and Terry. They literally convicted 215 people. Even the trash man went to jail. Well, y'all know it. The feds don't play fair. In all of my recaps, you never talk to the police because they don't care who they arrest, but it's who they arrest. Meaning, oh, okay, the trash man did something. Okay, arrest him. Like, it doesn't matter. As long as they can get somebody to stick the charges with, that's all it. When you go into do their reports, they look at their reports. Okay, we arrested this many people. How many people get convicted? All right, cool. But the feds, the reason they arrest all those people is because they got a 98% conviction rate. Because by the time they come and get you, they didn't build up so much stuff and they make up so many new laws. They can connect you to anything. Oh, you got some money from Meech. Okay, well, what did you do with that money? Well, I'm just a trash man. They go in the back of the truck. It'd be a little bit of drugs in the back of the truck. Well, you were transferring drugs from. You're trying to get rid of it. So, they can connect anything. That's just what they do, man. It's wild. Let me see. All right, y'all. We had an hour 37, about an hour 40. I'll be on here for maybe like 3 or 4 more minutes because it's Sunday. The new school week starts and I got to jump on this work because I got a lot of videos to knock out this week. If there's any questions, drop them down below. I try to answer them. And then we can get on out of here because I got, I think, one more character to do on the Harder They Fall. I got to do a little research and history on them. Cuffy, the little security guard that worked with Mary. Somebody mentioned they wanted me to do her, so. An early release though. Well, Meech went to jail in 2008, sentenced to 30 years. So that'd be 2038. Scheduled for release. No. Well, of course, you don't do the 100% of the time. So he's scheduled for release in 2032. T just got out this year. What I'm reading, Big Meech gets reduced prison sentence in Detroit drug case. He will now likely get released in 2028. cuts a few years off of there. So that'd be 10 years early. So he probably do 20 years is what they saying he probably do now. Well, Meech always had respect in jail. I know that they're watching the show like, hey, man, your son doing his thing now. Because there was just some pictures that were released of Meech, or Big Meech, I think like last week. So he was in there, and they saying he's like one of the only one of the only people that's like uniting everybody. You know, when you get in there in prison, most of the time it's blacks with blacks, whites and whites, so on, so on. But he has pictures with all of them. So they say he's getting his respect in there. And like you said, I'm sure they like, bro, Meech, man, your son doing his thing in there. Especially because, you know what I'm saying, he about to have some money in his pocket now. He ain't got to be, I'm sure he wasn't living bad in prison, though. Come on, it's Big Meech. Yeah, they're gonna make it. The feds, they always try to make an example. It was just Meech and them at the level that they were on. There's drug dealers, there's kingpins, but then there's people like Meech, Freeway Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? You had Frank Lucas. You got people on that level and stuff. These guys are larger than life when it comes to what they are making. I mean, he had the music industry on lock. He had the billboards, BMF, the world is BMF. So of course they're gonna make an example out of him because he was running around. He got interviews on YouTube right now. You can see they got cars, they renting out mansions and stuff in Miami. They were doing it up. But Meech said there's too much money out here for us to be arguing amongst ourselves or arguing over women. There's a lot of women out here. You can always go and find you someone else. So you should never argue about money. You should never argue about women. Well, T got out earlier because he had medical conditions and of course with the overcrowding and corona. Yep. Exactly how you should hit it. Yeah, so he had medical reasons he had to get up out of there. But I'm glad he's home though. He came home. You know what I'm saying? You look at his Instagram and stuff. He got that Phantom out there. Shout out to 50. They say it's a lot of people in the industry that owe them money, so they probably out there collecting. You seen 50 Cent when they were first talking about BMF. He was saying, hey, some people owe T money. He getting out. It's time to collect. So 50 Cent's definitely looking out for him. Yeah, Drizzy, you right. There has been some disciplinary issues with Meech, though. You've been hearing about those. Oh, brother. But hey, thank y'all, man. We did an hour 45 actually. I thought I was only gonna do like an hour, do some spoilers and stuff. But be here next week. Like I said, next Sunday we're gonna actually do the breakdown where we go in order. I'll have more screenshots and stuff for the show. We'll break it down. We'll do like a live recap of the show like we always do, and we'll discuss it a little more. And then in the end, we'll have our predictions for the finale. Also, we might just get on here and just talk like we doing now because I like how this is flowing too. But thank y'all for rocking with me. Y'all have a blessed Sunday evening, Sunday night. Be prepared tomorrow. I don't want to hear any of y'all talking about, Mo, I was late to work, because I don't have nothing to do with that. Y'all get up. Y'all go to work on Monday. Do not follow what Lucille is doing. She ain't been to work. Y'all get to work. Make sure y'all get paid. But I'm Mo.J. Thank y'all for watching. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. I'll see y'all next Sunday. Thanks for watching, y'all. Be safe.